The film business headline could read, "The Devil Knocks Out the Mafia." For in 22 U.S. and Canadian cities, the old box office champ, The Godfather, is being flattened by that movie about diabolical possession, The Exorcist. More vomiting, nightmares, or lingering bad effects here than elsewhere. Such reports come from all over the place. But the police got the theater management here to keep the children out. The technical ground was sexual conduct in one 2-minute segment, but the real reason for the police intervention was the unremitting violence, all those visceral reactions. The Movie Review Board says children can still attend the film in spite of all the vomiting, and the producers, Warner Brothers, intend to go on selling it that way in every city but Washington. This is Roy Meacham.
For its tolerance of the unusual and in was to the movie, please.
Yeah, for one thing, it was very startling, realistic to me.
Did you like it?
Very much so.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, gross?
It was sickening.
Did it make you ill?
I don't know, it's just really too much. Really too much. It's just...
How did it shock you?
I thought it would be. Out of my seat, it was really scary. It was kind of gross, too.
Thank you.
Entertainment, but I didn't like the idea behind of it.
Did you think anything like that?
It was heavy.
In what way?
Oh, God, it's so real, you know.
Do you think something like that?
Well, I liked it.
Would you come and see it again? Okay. How about your reaction? Thank you.
I'm glad we saw it during the day.
Some good reaction from theater goers here. The theater owners tell us that an average of 3 men, but only 2 women, faint at every evening performance. This is Larry Whirl, San Francisco.
Okay. Here you go. Thank you.
What concerns me is the direction I see things taking. We've gone from simulated sex to the most explicit kind of clinical sex scenes in films being shown in neighborhood theaters these days. And I'm afraid we're also taking the same track along with violence. We've had simulated violence, And I understand there are films circulating already in which actual murders are committed in connection with various kinds of sex orgies. You see, the simulation is not enough for those who are addicted to this kind of entertainment. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see major films someday employing the use of literal violence in connection with sex exploitation films.
You say such films have already been made?
Well, there's a rumor going in this industry that I rely on from sources indicating there's been as many as 25 films already produced in which literal murders are committed in connection with sex orgies. I understand some of the homosexual type films also include this kind of conduct.
And there's a name for this that's circulating?
Well, in the industry they referred to in certain circles as snuff films, in which a life is literally snuffed out.
The answer to this, why are we doing it? What do we do?
Well, of course, the answer, I say, is law enforcement. We've got laws on the books, and these laws have been consistently held to be constitutional. And I say, therefore, that we should have more positive, vigorous enforcement of obscenity laws. And the defense attorneys for the industry are highly motivated, highly expert in this very narrow area of constitutional law. And I say that the prosecution must be equally aggressive and equally innovative and protect the public morality through our obscenity laws.
What about a public that, or a large segment of a public that doesn't want to be protected, seemingly?
Well, of course, that's true that obscenity laws do tend to restrict access to certain people to certain kinds of material. But all laws, or many laws at least, tend to restrict freedom of individuals for the greater good of the community as a whole. And obscenity laws are intended to protect the public morality, the morality of the community in which the essential element of society must operate, the family. And promiscuous sex, as promoted by pornography, is destructive of the family unit.
As indicated by the progression to what you call evidence of the snuff film syndrome.
Absolutely. As I say, it's gone so far today to where we have the most explicit kinds of sexual activity. And of course, one of the perversions that seems so popular these days is sadomasochism, where they deal with torture and other kinds of infliction of pain for sexual purposes. And the natural progression of this would be to where they actually murder people for this kind of kick.
And the witchcraft type of picture would employ...
Certainly, that's another aspect of that's of great concern, not just the popular major studio releases, but the fact of the tremendous interest in Satanism in much of the pornographic material available on news racks these days.
Cut, Jack. No.
I see a very alarming and I think logical progression here. We at one time had simulated sex on the screen, and now we've got the most explicit clinical kind of sexual activity portrayed. We've had simulated violence in the past, and now I have heard of circulation in certain circles of films called snuff films in which actual murder is committed in connection with a sex orgy of some kind. And we also see a tremendous increase in the amount of sadomasochism kind of sexual perverted activity in much of the material currently on the newsstands, and also the interest in Satanism seems to be increasing. And I would not be at all surprised at some time that films will include actual murder as part of the kick that certain people get from this kind of material. Now, obscenity laws are intended to protect the community from this kind of exploitation. Obscenity laws are intended to protect the public morality. And promiscuous sex, as promoted by pornography, is destructive of the morality of the community in which the essential element, the family, must operate. I hope I got it on.
That's good. Yeah. Why do you Why do you want to see this picture?
Because it was advertised so much.
Why did that make you want to see it?
Oh, because I can't believe a movie can scare an adult that bad that people would be fainting and leaving before it's over and stuff. I think it's over-advertised.
Do you want to be scared that badly?
No, not really, but curiosity.
You're going to see if they can do it.
Yeah.
Why do you want to see the picture?
Mostly out of curiosity, see if it's really as bad as most people say it is.
What are you curious about?
What makes people throw up, what makes people get sick during a movie. I can't see any movie, having that kind of reaction in anybody. I'm just curious to see.
Do you want to get sick and throw up during the movie?
Oh, I don't think I will. I mean, if I thought I would, I wouldn't come.
Why do you want to see the picture?
Well, I hear the special effects are really fantastic. And I've heard a lot of controversy about the movie. I think it's pretty good. What else can I say? I mean, it's supposed to be a good movie. I'm willing to stand in line for 2 hours to see it.
What's good to you? What do you mean when you say good?
New, different. It's supposed to, be making some kind of strides in the motion picture industry. And it's supposed to be just controversial.
Does the morality of the thing worry you at all or concern you at all?
Not at all.
Why?
Because, yeah, that's all it is. It's a movie. And they say it's a true story, but like many people say that it's overblown, like all movies are. They stretch the truth quite a bit, and I don't let it get me down.
Why do you want to see the picture?
Because he wants to see it.
Just because I heard it was a good movie and I wanted to see it, that's all.
What did you hear is good about it?
Photography is supposed to be good in it, different things.
Why do you want to see the picture?
I don't really know. Just curious.
What are you curious about?
Things I've been hearing about it.
And they are?
Oh, possessed by the devil and all those things. Just that.
How about you?
I want to see it because of all the horror they have in it. I hear.
What?
All the horror. It's supposed to be a real
horror, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a true story. Yeah. So I'd like to see what it's all about. I've seen a lot of friends that go to it and they're scared to death.
And you want to be scared?
No.
How about you?
No.
Why do you want to see the picture?
Why? I don't know. Because it seems exciting.
How about you?
I heard it's a really great movie for my brother and my friends, and
what did he say is great about it?
The acting and just the picture all together. And so I don't know. I guess I want to get scared.
Pretty sensational, huh?
Right.
And that's what you're after.
Right.
Okay. Young lady, why do you want to see the picture?
Oh, God. Because everyone else is going.
Whoa, right there, stand still.
Because why?
What?
Because why?
Because my friends are going and I read the book and I want to see what it's really about.
And what if it scares you?
Then I'll spend lots of sleepless nights.
Hi.
Oh, no.
Hi. Hi. Are you rolling? What do you think about the trend in motion pictures today? Explicit sex now, witchcraft. What does that say to you from a societal point of view?
It doesn't bother me. I think it's pretty neat.
Why?
Well, I think that people should be more open nowadays. I don't see why people should, keep things so closed in and stuff like that. There's no reason for it. I don't.
Let it all hang out.
Right. Right.
How about you?
I don't see anything wrong with it. You're paying to go see it. If you don't want to pay, then don't go see it. That's all.
Well, now, when you've had all the explicit sex and witchcraft you can handle in motion pictures, what's next? What do you do for kicks next after this?
They'll think of something.
There's always something new.
How about you? What do you think of that?
Well, if you don't want to see it, you don't have to see it. That's fine.
How about you? What do you think of the trend toward explicit sex in pictures, now witchcraft? What do you think of that? From the point of view of society. Is it good for society, bad for society? What?
Take it or leave it. You don't have to go and see it if you don't want to. It's up to you. It's your own advantage.
Well, what's next after sex and witchcraft? What does the movie maker do next to thrill and excite the public?
I don't know.
What do you think about that?
Oh, really, it's to each his own. It's whatever anybody wants to do, and whatever's next to offer is it's whatever you want. This is up for grabs. After you say like explicit sex, what's next? Okay, it's witchcraft. Take it or leave it. So
Life's just one big yaha, huh?
No, life is whatever it consists of, really.
How about you? How do you feel about it? You don't feel. How about you?
I already saw it once, and I'm going to see it again.
Why?
Because I thought it was really good. I missed the first of it when I came to see it before.
hasn't. This is only going to the 1 o'clock. You can. If I tell you to take it, you can. All right. You said 3. 1, 2, 3. You said 3 people. Oh, God, you meant 1.